Germany's likely next chancellor, Friedrich Merz, and his prospective coalition partners have agreed to raise hundreds of billions of euros to boost defense and infrastructure. Merz said the measure was urgent in the wake of the United States pausing military aid to Ukraine. He also said he hoped the outgoing parliament would vote on the required motion for the funding increase next week already.
Given the growing threat situation, we are fully aware that Europe, and with it Germany, must now make very large efforts very quickly to strengthen the defense of the country and of Europe. We trust that the USA will continue to stand by our mutual alliance commitments in the future. However, we also know that the resources for our national and alliance defense must be significantly expanded. The necessary decisions, especially with regard to the federal budget, can no longer be postponed, especially in light of recent decisions taken by the American government.
DW's political correspondent Simon Young joins me now. Simon, big plans there by a possible future governing coalition. Why now? And how come this all happened so fast?
Yeah, Nicole, big plans indeed. And let's just review what we're talking about. The plan is to exempt the large part, the great majority of Germany's defence spending, or at least this package, from the tight fiscal rules that Germany normally obeys. And there's no limit being set to that, although people close to the talks have been talking about a spending package of about 400 billion euros. But the rhetoric here is whatever it takes, as Friedrich Merz said, using the English phrase, and everything that the Bundeswehr needs. And why is this happening? Well, of course, it's because of the changed geopolitical situation and a situation that continues to change fast with Donald Trump in the White House. The fact that Trump has suspended military backing for Ukraine. And Merz said, it's time for Europe to step up. The Europeans and the Germans know that they've got to do something to show that they have a military capability that is worth the name. And in particular, this week, there's yet another summit on helping Ukraine scheduled for Thursday in Brussels. So Germany, which is in a sort of limbo at the moment, just having had an election and looking to form a new government, needs to show leadership. That's what these politicians have been saying. That's what Friedrich Merz is coming out with, this extraordinary package of spending plans.
Extraordinary package that they want to pass under extraordinary circumstances through a parliament that has effectively been voted out of office already. Another one is waiting in the wings. How likely is it that the lawmakers, some of whom have been voted out of office already, will pass this package next week?
Yeah, and Nicole, it's really not certain at all. All eyes at the moment are on the Greens. They really need the support of the Greens to get this through, because they need the two-thirds majority that the Conservatives and the Social Democrats and the Greens would have together in the Parliament, in the old Parliament, as you mentioned. They won't have it under the newly formed Parliament, the one that's due to come into office, because the majorities are different. And evidently it hasn't been cleared with the Greens. They said that they've been informed and that they're looking at it. And I think there is a sentiment that the Green Party is willing to sort of give that backing, that military support even to Ukraine, but they also want a more durable sort of deal to boost Germany's infrastructure and to, for instance, boost spending on climate protection and so on. So whether this can pass through the old Bundestag is anything but certain. And there's also the democratic question. Is it right to ignore the decision of voters in a general election that was, think about it, only just 9 days ago? So there's a lot still at stake here as things unfold in Berlin.
Talk about the will of the people. That was DW's Simon Young. Thank you so much.